Hello, I'm Silver Tsuki, and today I'm going to teach you how to use the auto moderator on Twitch. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our creator dashboard. We're going to go down to moderation, and we're going to go to settings. The auto moderator is divided into three parts: chatter permissions, auto mod messaging filtering, and channel protection. Chatter permission is what permissions do people need to actually chat with you. The auto mod filtering is the actual content of those messages, and then channel protection is follower verification, and then a few other things like shared ban list. If we go into the advanced settings for chatter permissions, we can see a few different parameters here. You can set up both email or phone verification with a few different settings. You can have it so that all people must be verified, some must be verified, and then underneath the some verified, you can have it so that only first-time chatters need to be verified. You can set it where chatters without a verified must have accounts older than X amount, or chatters without a verified verification must have followed you for more than X amount, or you could just turn it off if you don't feel like that's needed at all. That's the same for email and phone, and that'll also is the same when we get down to channel protection as well for verification. You can also set verification exemptions like subscribers, VIPs, or moderators. Here, you can also enable follower mode if you want to have follower mode on all the way. But if you set up these things right, I don't feel like follower mode is needed. You can also do subscribers only chat here as well as setting the delay on chat. What this does is it allows people to still chat, but there is a slight delay before it shows up for everyone else. So you can actually have it set to like 2 or 4 seconds or whatever. A message gets sent. You and the mods can see it before the rest of the chatters can. You can also block hyperlinks through this, and then you can set up your chat rules here, which you can see mine here. The next section is automod and message filtering. This is the actual content of the messages. So if we go in here, we can see that there's smart detection. So as automod learns about behavior and stuff through chats, it will sit here and it'll let you actually know, like, hey, this is a harmful message. Do you still want to allow this through? And, it'll let your mods make the choice there. Automod will also filter things purely based on these parameters as well. So if you are getting a lot of, you don't want to be bullied or anything, you can sit there and you can set that to max, or any of the other ones, less filtering, some filtering, and more filtering. What's nice about this automod thing and the filtering is you can actually test messages. You can actually, like, if you set these all to max, so if we don't want any swear words here, we can actually say effing dumb, and we could click settings, and look, this one would have been held, and then the moderators can decide to, let it through or ban the person. So if you take the time, if you know what you want with your chat or what bothers you, you can set these to different filtering and get a really good result and test it as you go. I highly recommend, like, if you are a PG stream, go through some filtering on all of these, test a few messages out, and then you're good. Here you can also go with your permitted terms, stuff that'll go through no matter what, or your blocked terms, which I think most of mine are just literally spam filtering. But if you spend the time, if you spend 5-10 minutes going through and actually setting this correctly, a lot of stuff, you'll save yourself a lot of trouble. Especially, it'll stop you from having to do like follower only mode to feel like that's the only way you can protect yourself. Onto channel protection, this is like who can actually, follow you, and a few of the other fun things. So verification, same as before for both phone and email. Here, you can also harmful chatters. So anyone that is, evades bans, is a harasser, and constantly gets timed out, Twitch will actually let you know. It's kind of nice. I've seen it a few times where it pops up, Likely evaders I have restricted. So if they're basically known for evading bans and stuff like that or harassing people, their message will get restricted and a mod or myself will have to okay it. Possible, it'll pop up, it'll give a warning in chat, it'll highlight it just like it would an announcement for you and just you and the mods and be like, hey, this person is likely, it's possible, but we're not entirely sure. This is extremely helpful. You weed out bad seeds very easily with this. The next setting is a banned users, stopping them from viewing your stream. Sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes you get those weirdos who they just want to pick at you and they want to clip things you say out of context. Well, you can stop them, at least on the account you banned them on. On-ban requests, I'm sure you've seen the YouTube videos of people doing on-ban requests. If you want, you can have them. Some people do get redeemed, some people just have a bad day or, in that super rare occasion where their cousin was actually on their computer and said the thing. There you go. They can, tell you that their cousin was on their computer and that's why they got banned. It's good to have, some people do, some people just don't realize that they're being socially inept. And, after a little bit of thinking, they're like, oh, hey, I did mess up. I am sorry. The next two is banned users. So this literally just shows all banned users. As you can see, SiriBot does 95% of the banning on my channel, at least. And this is all bots and stuff like that. The last one is the one that I think is most helpful if you start joining streamer communities and stuff, which I might actually go through here, and I need to add a few more people. But shared band info. So it'll share your band list with the others that you want to share it with. Here you can share the comments with you. I think that should be a bog standard. If you ban someone and then you're sharing that information with others, those others deserve the information on why they were. And then the restriction level. So if somebody is banned in, say, Rock the Bears chat and they come to mine, it will restrict their message and I'll have to okay it or a mod will have to okay it. That's super easy. I think this is a great system, especially if you are sharing a community with others, which you usually end up doing. And the requests are as easy as, just typing a name. So you just, if we wanted to share a ban list with CoCarnage, a big streamer, we can sit there, we could do that, send request, and then it'll sit there waiting. So I think in general, the Twitch auto mod usually filters out most things. If you have this set up correctly, you shouldn't need to turn on follower only mode. Subscriber only mode, I've usually only seen that for special streams. And then shield mode should only be needed to be activated if you have an actual hate raid going on or something like that. But most of this can be, between auto moderation and SiriBot, you should have almost no problem, and you shouldn't need to do follower only mode to protect your chat because all of it's taken care of for you already. If you partner this with bots like Stream Elements or Mix It Up or FusaBot, Nightbot, or whatever, you should really have no issues with chatters. Most of it should be taken care of automatically. And your mods will only have to step in for warnings and stuff like that. But that's a quick overview and how to get to the Twitch auto mod settings and how to kind of set them up to your specifics to what you feel is needed. So I hope this was helpful. If you need anything else, just, leave a comment and make sure you ask those questions. I will happily answer them. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.